Judicial Magistrate in West remands self-styled President of International Human Rights Association Manipur chapter Mak Thangkhomang Haokip to 5 days of police custody. Special Judge Prevention of Corruption Act sends members of Phumlo Gram Panchayat Ward number 7 to judicial custody allegedly for siphoning off funds sanctioned for job card holders under Manipur. Manipur Planning Department holds state-level Garib Kalyan Sammelan at City Convention. Chief Minister N. Biren assures Narendra Modi-led BJP government will bring welfare. Union Minister Dr. R.K. Ranjan stresses on need to reform land laws to facilitate farmers. Union Minister says centre likely to bring new land legislation. Manipur observes World No Tobacco Day on tobacco threat to our environment. Health Director Dr. K. Razdo says tobacco affects one from head to toes. Manipur reports 2 positive cases of COVID-19 out of 118 samples tested in past 24 hours. No fatality. Daily COVID positivity rate stands at 1.69%. And India reports 2,338 new COVID-19 cases, 2,134 recoveries and 19 deaths in past 24 hours. Active COVID case load rises to 17,883. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Chief Judicial Magistrate in West today remanded self-styled President of the International Human Rights Association Manipur chapter Mak Thangkhomang Haokip to 5 days of police custody. The court granted bail to Mak Haokip and released him from Sajiwal jail yesterday, but he was again arrested by police for another case lodged against him at the Imphal police station. Police pleaded the judge to send Mak Haokip to police custody for 10 days while his counsel pleaded to acquit Mak, citing that his client is innocent. After listening to both sides, the court remanded him to police custody for 5 days. Police team led by Imphal West SP KSI Chief Counter beefed up security measures in and around the Cherak Court complex to prevent any untoward incident when the legal proceeding was on. It may be mentioned that Manipur Police team led by Sub-Inspector C.H. Somerset arrested Mak T. Haokip from his temporary residence at Delhi's Kishangarh on May 24 afternoon. Dr. Mak Haokip from Malmond West of Churchampu district was arrested for allegedly promoting communal disharmony among other charges under Indian Penal Code Section 153 Clause A, 505 Clause 2. Over the years, he has allegedly posted on social media against freedom fighter Rani Gaidanlu and Manipur's boundary, construing the history of Manipur. Churchampur police had filed suo motu a case against him and ordered him to present himself at a police station. However, he went hiding in Delhi. It may be also mentioned that Rajya Sabha MP Leisemba Sanazawa has launched a complaint against Mak Haokip at the Prongpat police on the earlier account. Residents of Kampopi district staged protest demonstration opposing implementation of Forest Act in Chingdai area of Kampopi district by Manipur government. Protesters displayed placards that read, "We oppose Indian Forest Act 1927 and its Amendment Act. Colonial rules and acts should not infringe the legal rights of tribal chief. Withdraw Indian Forest Act 1927 and its Amendment Act from tribal villages. Forest is a life, respect the land ownership rights of tribals, and we don't want arbitrary rules of laws, etc." Chingdai Area Kuki Youth Organization demanded the government to implement Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers Forest Rights Act 2006 enacted by the Parliament of India in Kamenglok, Kwaltabi range, particularly in Chingdai area. Special Judge Prevention of Corruption Act sends a member of Phumlo Gram Panchayat, Ward number 7, who has been accused of siphoning off funds sanctioned for job card holders under Manrega to judicial custody. The accused is 48 years old, Salamt Radhesham, son of late S. Ibochoni from Tloitang Kuno, Mayalika. He was arrested by personnel of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Police Station on May 28 for allegedly transferring the funds to his own bank account. After being in police custody for 4 days, he was produced before the court today. Radhesham's counsel and public prosecutor placed their points to the judge. After hearing both sides, the judge remanded accused Radhesham into judicial custody. He was arrested under IPC Section 30 Close 2, RW 13 Closed 1 Closed A, PC Act 1988. Manipur Planning Department held state-level Garib Kalyan Sammelan at City Convention Centre, Palace Compound in Imphal today. Beneficiaries of various government schemes appreciated Centre, Prime Minister and Chief Minister of Manipur at the event held as a part of nationwide public interaction marking the 8 years completion of Narendra Modi-led BJP governance. They also drew the attention of Chief Minister Nothama Biren to increase the benefits provided under PM Samadhi scheme and other welfare schemes. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren said 14,886 houses have been constructed out of the government's target to build 29,386 houses for Phase 1, 2 and 3 under the PMAY Rural. While 4,486 houses have been constructed out of the total approved 55,804 beneficiaries under PMAY Urban. And Biren further stated that 6,19,218 people in Manipur have registered for PM Kishan Samadhi. However, only 5,08,410 applicants have been benefited from the scheme owing to issues related to submission of necessary documents by the beneficiaries. The Chief Minister reiterated that the state government maintains transparency and abide by norms ensuring government schemes to the public.
The legendary leaders, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji ki wakhal dadi sang na khallaga laakanda mana Bharat ki praja mayam sigi hoki ba sahi ni 5 sida torai ba port thabak mayams masi mayam se collectively torkanda beneficiary mayam amadi madubu implement toriba mayam gi marakta award apa soyangam kari lege na khanana bu dongta Garib Kalyan Sammelan na pangthoiba Pitribi the labor mayamsna low in a sen Grakanda, Sanga Nankari the Rigan Hungary Bamido, that is a real friend. And a Bharat Mayams a real friend in Modi Jitayep.
Krishi Vigyan Kendra KVK Ukhrul District Imphal Indian Council for Agricultural Research Manipur Center also held Garib Kalyan Sammelan today. 60 farmers from Ukhrul district took part in the function and witnessed Prime Minister virtually interacting with beneficiaries of government welfare schemes from across the nation. ICAR Krishi Vigyan Kendra Ukhrul in charge head and Ajit Kumar Zafing Phung Health Self-Help Group Federation Chairperson K. Suhaula Sub-Matter of the ICAR, KVK Ukhrul, Agronomy, Yirmela Jimek, Soil Science Subject Matter Specialist P.A. Ramsena and others attended the event.
Government of India ki scheme natraga program singi matanda Honorable Prime Minister ga beneficiaries singa interaction program ama webcasting through the toki Masia koi farmers sing yaujaki Masida ICAR KVK Ukhrulna Ukhulgi oina farmers humfumu tinki aduga subject matter specialist singna scheme natraga program singi awatpa adigi koi farmers singna thinariba awawa khangdaba kayagi matangda nainaduna program asilusingi
Kamjong District Administration also held Garib Kalyan Sammelan in Kamjong District Town Hall today. Gracing the event, Transport Minister Kasim Bashung said BJP-led government has benefited people in nook and corner of the country. He appealed to initiate welfare activities for remote districts like Kamjong District in the area. Phungkyar MLA Leishio Kaising and Kamjong DC Rains Peter were present on the occasion. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan asserted that public welfare schemes are meaningless if it failed to reach genuine beneficiaries. He was addressing the Garib Kalyan Sammelan organized by District Administration Technopol at Technopol Community Hall today. Beneficiaries who have received various central welfare schemes interacted with Prime Minister via video conferencing today. Beneficiaries from the district highlighted their plights in availing the schemes to the Health Minister. The minister said Asian Highway under AK's policy will pass through the district, hence it will become a hotspot for development. He appealed to the relevant officials attending the program to ensure that government welfare scheme reach to all the beneficiaries.
PMMAY ga piriba adai akoi portion abhiyan amuk leiri yum gi cheng chak sana na ba business tawriba community kenogi adagi health and wellness ki damakta PMJY gi card ka piriba so it covers loina covered away da apina covered away and if the people do not know that they are eligible for this haragati prasadu kamaina akoi pibang badoriba aduna I think it is all our responsibility sida leiri ba ayam officials in joram ngani government ki kenoji hoi beneficiary kharaga loina na sigi praja mayam je phangnana baidam da khoi khwaidigi hanna khoi honna mina ba ma mathau tabra aidana khanjai.
After the Garib Kalyan Sammelan, Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan inspected the condition of Technopol Primary Health Center today. He witnessed that the health center's X-ray room and labor rooms need to be renovated as walls of the rooms are almost crumbling down. The X-ray machine provided by Health Directorate in 2018 remained non-functioning due to lack of technicians. The State Health Minister deliberated on the situation with District Chief Medical Officer and doctors of the health center. He asked them to submit a report on the center's activities at the earliest.
Honorable Prime Minister के function जे लाग पजी Technopol की PHC जे दा करी award पर लई karam by equipments later functional oidaba the hyper engine malawne sigi report si akoi myam officials myam ko tana raga kai improvement to bi age do karam bana semba yaba karam bana keno to bi yaba this machine later ka maintain to do kha yawrami adu so phasan thigalaga kai to bi yaba noi tawsi.
As a part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interaction program with beneficiaries of various schemes, different districts in Manipur also organized Garib Kalyan Sammelan. For Churchampur, the program was held at YPA Hall, Hiangklam Lamka. In Taubalt, it was organized at Counting Hall of DC Taubalt Complex. For Imphal East District, Agriculture Minister Tihis Biswazit attended the program that was held at Panchayat Babant in Imphal East DC Complex, Porompat. PHED Minister L. Susindro attended the Garib Kalyan Sammelan held at Mini Secretariat in Senapati. Social Welfare Minister H. Dingo attended Garib Kalyan Sammelan in Chandel District. Similar programs were also held at Sadar Hills Autonomous District Council Hall, Kampobit District, and at ICAR Research Complex for NHE Recent Manipur Center, and also at Kiamba Sanglet in Bishnupur District. Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan stresses on the need to reform land rules to facilitate farmers. He was speaking at the nationwide interaction program with beneficiaries of schemes of Government of India in connection with the 8 years completion of Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government in India. ICAR Krishi Vigyan Kendra Imphal West organized interaction via video conferencing at NHE Recent ICAR Research Complex in Lamphel. Dr. R.K. Ranjan said many farmers are facing inconveniences in getting benefits of government scheme as they are required to produce land documents, but many of these farmers do not own lands. He mentioned that many well-off people have purchased lands and rented out to farmers, affecting overall productivity, which eventually hits the GDP. Expressing hope that Modi-led government will come up with land reform laws, he assured that the government is striving in every possible ways to provide safe drinking water to every household by 2024. The Union Minister highlighted welfare activities launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and discussed whether beneficiaries are availing the benefits or not. Patswai MLA Sapam Kunjakisor, Imphal West District Up-Adiksha L. Bobby, ADC Imphal West Dr. N. Johnson, and NEH Recent Manipur Center, ICAR Research Center Complex, Joint Director Dr. I. Megachandra attended the event.
To have a new land reform law ama soidana tawra kanen khali new land reform sil akanda the only lomina logi mapu oiba tolop saba other profession da leibana paisa pai low san basina total of the state ki productivity da hampered tawi aduna khoida khoi gi GDP hagat pada sohal leba aduna masigum base farana ba new land reform lakani chorok phagat pa hore hojik baina scheme mayam ba lebase during the last 8 years da only Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi na leibak si salare kanda Pung Kudingmakta, Dharma Kudingmakta, Aduka Jati Kudingmakta, Masiki Kanabase, Yohunaba Honabani.
State Health Society, National Health Mission Manipur and Health and Family Welfare Department jointly observed World No Tobacco Day today. The event was held on the theme Tobacco Threat to Our Environment at a conference hall of Directorate Family Welfare Services at BT Road, Imphal. Speaking on the occasion, Director of Health Services Manipur, Dr. K. Razu said tobacco consumption affects one from head to toe. He highlighted the negative impact of tobacco consumption on one's health and environment, economy and behavior. He maintained that nicotine is tobacco content around 1,000 chemicals out of which 670 can cause cancer and infertility. Dr. Razu expressed concern over the increasing rate of tobacco consumption, including both smoking and smokeless tobacco in northern states, including Manipur. He said present generation should give up tobacco consumption for the sake of future generations. National Health Mission Manipur State Mission Director Dr. Somerset Ningombam, Family Welfare Service Manipur Additional Director Dr. N. Dinhe Mao, top officials and staffs of the relevant departments attended the event. Dr. Razu also administers pledge to abstain from tobacco products to the attendees.
Government is young can honorary and masi thinganaba, manufacture togdanaba, advertise President togdanaba, Tanganana, Hollandra young measures, Mayamama, honorary, every year Magi Timamam, Pom togdana, say Sediki, Poganga Masi Tonganaba, quite possessing the Yakan honorary, Masina oral cancer, throat cancer, even Nupi about infertility to be Anga Puktabia, smoke and the smokeless, Umbaya, at the Sabi, Masi Mayam the sinner put the gi, Yakogi hell Hazard Mayam Lapa, Yakoda the Kangaba, Masi slow killer never, latent killer, Masina war on drug ki part amoina masi thaba plantation to ba masi koi tokadabani masina mangmanatana kanabasi kaimta lete.
Coalitions Against Drug and Alcohol Kada also mark World No Tobacco Day at its office in Palace Compound today. Speaking on the occasion, Kada General Secretary Takelangbam Git Chandra urged government to take stern actions against sale and use of tobacco products in Manipur and also to raise awareness on the harmful effects of tobacco consumption.
Masi world gi when the United Nations na sahabiram budo 1987 dagi sigi General Assembly adopt toro matungda no smoking day hana da mana sida khoi smoking maikhu thokpase masi ahan bigi masi thing bigi torami adui matungda olapa chahi 1988 dagi di UN dagi mu World No Tobacco Day idamna sinabagi mayok ta bise 1988 dagi dogorne adu Manipur di khara haini chakpa wat ka haiga masi web se khara tappe adu galai India da su sigi web se khara tappa dam tawe du idamna gi impact of the
Manipur Student Federation MSF expressed concern that India is the third highest tobacco producing country in the world by producing 83 lakhs metric tons tobacco per year. MSF press release highlights the harmful effects of tobacco consumption, one's health and environment, and urge every student and youth in the state to refrain from tobacco consumption on World Tobacco Day. One-day discussions traces on potential Northeast outreach program on agri-exports, focus state Manipur, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority and Progress Harmony Development Chamber of Commerce and Industry organized event at Hotel Classic Grandi, Chingmerong today. The event aimed to increase production of the various unique and exotic fruits and vegetables grown in Manipur and subsequently export them. Speaking on the occasion, Secretary General of PhD Chamber, Saurav Sandhyar, emphasized on the need to chalk out plans to enhance quality crop production to export the same by taking advantage of the Asian highway connecting the state with Myanmar and other Southeast Asian countries. He added that Indian banking system should begin its services in Myanmar to facilitate trade and flow of the FDI once the Asian highway starts operation.
Manipur state should be the first one to start exporting these products, and it will have a huge impact on the economy of the state as well as over the country. You will get huge amount of FDIs which will come up. There's another big issue in the Myanmar region. Myanmar region businesses are not totally stable and they are not depending on the banks because of various reasons, political reasons. So there is a need for the government of India to establish banking systems in Myanmar with Indian banks so that our businessmen can tie up from Manipur and from the northeastern region with Myanmar, because Myanmar will be the way through where the products will be moving through on the Asian highway.
Manipur reported 2 positive cases of COVID-19 out of 118 samples tested in the past 24 hours. Daily COVID positivity rate stands at 1.69%. COVID active case load rises to 8 as per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room. Coronavirus has affected 1,737,238 people and claimed 2,120 lives in the state so far. There is no recovery in past 24 hours. Total recovered cases are 1,35,110. Recovery rate remains at 98.45%. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
SNS Gold Private Limited India most trusted gold buying company Imphal da branch hangzare company asina pijariba facility singdi sana kaiba gold carat matching ke matengna adom gi sana gi quality khangdoklaba matungda best price ta sana kaiba yagani gold loan amasung sana bandop hanba ngamdaba singi gold settlement tongzari cash in 5 minutes akupa marol gi damak makha gi address asida lengsin birau SNS Gold Private Limited New Chekol Imphal branch. Admission open. Triangle Tutorial Center TTC Moto Career Path start here. Sangai Pro Mamang Laikai near Little Flower School da Kosem na Lauba class 11 amadi 12 Science ki foundation course Jun Taraga Mangal Ishingani Kundani Thoi Tagi Hongzaragani Experience Lairaba Oza Kayana Physics, Chemistry, Biology amadi Maths Takpi Tambigani. Form available from 20th May 2022. Akupa Marol Gidamak 8837291003 Natraga 7421818857. Presto Personalized Wonders Imphal da nauna hangdok jare haidiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsin birau Tilak Ras Enterprises Presto Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 Natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 2,338 new COVID-19 cases, 2,134 recoveries and 19 deaths in the last 24 hours. As part of the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active case load stands at 17,883. Total recoveries are 4 crore 26 lakhs 15,574. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Death toll reaches 5 lakh 24,630. Over 193 crore 45 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine had been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 53 crore 22 lakhs 21,000 people. It has claimed above 63 lakhs 12,000 people, and recoveries are above 50 crore 31 lakhs 90,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 25 lakhs 47,000 in the world. A batch of nurses and paramedics from Manipur is leaving for internship on the technical intern training program to Japan for the first time. They will leave to Manipur tomorrow. A flying-off ceremony was held at Caesar Hospitals and Research Institute Auditorium today. The batch includes 3 professionals from Caesar Hospitals and Research Institute and 1 from College of Nursing Medical Directorate. They would leave Imphal International Airport for Mumbai tomorrow at 2 p.m. and from there they will fly to Japan on June 2 at 7 a.m. The 4 professionals had gone through 3 months Japanese language course under ARMS Incorporation. Sales head of the ARMS Incorporation, Human and Armed India Private Limited, Nagatoshi Shimbot, and company healthcare trainer Arisa SHELLYRA Nitat will accompany them till Japan.
Day after tomorrow, those four students will depart from Mumbai Airport to Narita Airport. So their last 1 year, because of COVID time, they were just focusing studying Japanese language. And they are really waiting to go to Japan. Finally, they can go. So, and they will work in Japan more than 2 years. And they will do their best, and I hope they will be successful in Japan.
3 national award-winning documentaries of noted Manipuri cinematographer Irom Maipat will be screened at the ongoing 17th Mumbai International Film Festival (MIFF) tomorrow in honor of the late cinematographer from the state. Advisor of the All Manipur Cinematographers Association Ngangbom Ganeshan today lauded the move taken by MIFF and said that in honor of Irom Maipat, who has guided many cinematographers in the state, the association plans to organize a Northeastern Region Film Festival, especially to award cinematographers from the region. Award-winning documentaries shot by Irom Maipak like The Mompast of the Arunachal, directed by Aribam Shyam Sharma, Thangta, directed by Ronald Haubam, and Pumsang, directed by Haubam Pabam Kumar, will be screened tomorrow. It may be mentioned that Irom Maipak studied at the reputed Film Institute, Fulbright scholar Ernest Gushela and Tomio Sasaki in USA. He passed away on May 20, 2020 at the age of 52. The late cinematographer is the recipient of many awards in cinematography, including a Silver Lotus, which he received in 49th National Film Award held in 2002.
Irom Maipak the homage kathok pahitare hariba film ahum kapani hariba film ahum national award fangaba film ngaktani tamakta special homage edana maming thamaga hariba kanosa kapkadori bani Manipur ki cameraman amabu ikai khumbo utpirapani loinana Manipur da film tawjariba camera gi field work tawjariba All Manipur Cinematographers Association bu ikai khumno ulapani hana khona lawjabaga loinana yamna haraujaba haitare ikai khumno basi ulabanina amka gi site gi su akhona su huji khanjariba North East ki oiba only for the North East states taret laiba sigi akhoi khoi festival ma soidana pangthok saragani.
Pawitek High School under Journal Education Officer Wangwai reportedly lacks adequate teachers. All Manipur Students' Union came across the situation during its total education campaign recently. The student union says the school has only 6 classrooms and no teacher for Meitei Mayek English optional subject as well as for other subjects. One, the Legal Awareness Come Interaction Program stresses on the theme legal rights as well as importance of the economic empowerment of the women prisoners. Manipur State Legal Services Authority organized the program at Manipur Central Jail in Fall today as a part of campaign enhancing effective legal aid and services to women prisoners implemented by Manipur SLAA. Additional Member Secretary Manipur SLSA Sorakhaibam Sadananda deliberated on legal rights of the women prisoners, while proprietor of the Myra Foods Hanzabam Subra provided an interaction session on the importance of the economic empowerment of the women inmates. 40 women inmates attended the program. Proscribed Park Progressive conveys greetings on the occasion of 12th Progressive Day of the outfit, which falls on June 1st. Outfit praise note signed by its chairman, Eld Paliba M says Manipur Merger Agreement of 1949 has been termed as an illegal agreement during public meetings held in 1939 and 1996. It may be mentioned that both the state government and central government must deeply study the root causes of insurgency before offering peace talk. Hence, the outfit is not ready to accept it at this juncture. Imphal West Police Commando team conducted house-to-house search operation in adjoining areas of Tautong, Ayungba, Tautong Apaiba and Lamsang Bazaar of the Imphal West district today. The team searched 60 households and verified 130 persons during the drive, which started from 6:30 a.m. till 8:15 a.m. No one was arrested. Multiple layers of dead bodies buried in as many as 25 trenches appeared in Ukraine's port city Mariupol. According to Ukrainian mayor of Mariupol city, which is currently under the occupation of Russia, the bodies were discovered near Steri Range Cemetery. Since mid-April, Russian occupiers have buried at least 16,000 city residents in mass graves near the villages Steri Crane, Manhost and Norhende. On the other hand, Russian troops have intensified fighting to gain control of Severodonetsk city in Luhansk region. Russian troops have also sent in more troops in Severodonetsk city with aim to occupy the whole Donbas region before Ukraine could receive arms and ammunition from the other Western countries. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky criticized the incident of Russian ship carrying out 30,000 tons of stolen grains from Ukraine that docked at port city Latakia in Syria. The president added that Russia is also involved in stealing steel from Mariupol along with food grains. It may be mentioned that 32 journalists from around the world have died so far while covering the war. In the meantime, European Union have decided to partially cut down its import of oil from Russia, and that is about 2/3 of its oil imports from Russia. Now the sports news. Shiriti Chandal defeated KVFA Gakching 1-0 in the third match of the 4th Shanghai Trophy Veterans Football Championship today. UVSA Chasing beat TBS FAFC 3-1 in the 14th match of the championship. The championship is underway at the artificial turf ground Lamlong Thongkong, sponsored by RK Fortune Developers Private Limited, Managing Director RK Rameshwar. United Veteran Football Association organized the championship. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West remounts self-styled President of the International Human Rights Association Manipur Chapter, Mark Thangkong Mang Hauki, to 5 days of police custody. Special Judge Prevention of Corruption Act sends members of Phomlo Gram Panchayat Ward Number 7 to judicial custody, allegedly for siphoning off funds sanctioned for job card holders under Manega. Manipur Planning Department holds state-level Garib Kalyan Sammelan at City Convention. Chief Minister N. Biren assures Narendra Modi-led BJP government will bring welfare. Union Minister Dr. R.K. Ranjan stresses on need to reform land laws to facilitate farmers. Union Minister says centre likely to bring new land legislation. Manipur observes World No Tobacco Day on tobacco threat to our environment. Health Director Dr. K. Razu says tobacco affects one from head to toe. Manipur reports 2 positive cases of COVID-19 out of 118 samples tested in the past 24 hours. No fatality. Daily COVID positivity rate stands at 1.69%. And India reports 2,318 new COVID-19 cases, 2,134 recoveries and 19 deaths in past 24 hours. Active COVID case load rises to 17,883. That's all we have for this today. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Thank you and good night.